Hello, YouTube mechanics of YouTube, possibly also Facebook. Okay, so I am sorry for the 2007 video quality. So here we have a 244 transfer case for an all-wheel drive 2005 Dodge Durango. This should work for 04 to 09 Durango and Aspen. That is a long ass shaft. And there is nowhere up in here to squeeze that thing out unless you remove the pinion flange. Now, move a light. Okay, so we have our steering shaft and our rack. Now, I disconnected those thinking that I was going to sneak it up through here. That didn't happen. As you can see, the exhaust is in the way. I did, however, these are 15 16ths bolts. You need a wrench on the one side and impact on the other. I did drop that down out of the way. That almost gave me enough room. Taking that pinion flange off, you can sneak it all the way up over into there. I don't even know how this is going to turn out for YouTube, being on the phone and being sideways. But you can sneak it up in through here, and it'll clear and it'll pop off, and then it comes down. Obviously, installation is going to be reverse. Why did I have to do this? Because this is four-wheel drive and that's in the way. That cross member. The exhaust is in the way. Anybody that tells you to take them out is creating way more problems than what it's worth. You will. Oh. Let's do some focusing here. Grab this light. You will need to take your cross member out. Like, just out. If you haven't done a four-wheel drive shift motor, now would be a good time, just for sake of argument. So, there's that. I'd probably do a pinion seal too, honestly. Hell, honestly, I'd do a rack and pinion if I had more money and more time. Because I'm probably going to need it anyway, because I got to do a power steering pump tomorrow. Maybe, hopefully. We don't know yet. But anyway, I don't even know where the cross member disappeared to down here. But they're 15 millimeter bolts on both sides. Getting on this one, these two, because of the exhaust, is a pain. You don't need to take any of the extra stuff out of here. And then there's two 15 millimeter bolts that are actually in the transmission mount. These are off because I thought I was going to slide the T-case back a little bit to get access to get this off. That ended up not happening. Haven't put it back. Hopefully don't forget. I don't think two missing bolts out of however many is going to be that big of a deal, but hey, whatever. My plan, I am really sorry about video quality, but this is going to help somebody because I have looked for months for this. My plan is when I put that pinion nut back on, I'm just going to tighten it up until it's tight. And hopefully that's all I need to do. Hopefully. Now, tools that you're going to need besides 15, some regular other assortments of things, whatever. Got a gear set puller to get the flange off. I got it at Harbor Freight. You're going to need an assortment of tools, wobbles. I think steering shaft, if anybody's curious, is a 13. That sounds right. 15 16ths on those. 15 millimeter on the cross member, bolt stuff, and it's a tight squeeze. So I am on jack stands and ramps, so that's all a thing. And I barely fit. When you go to disconnect the front, let me get out from underneath here. This is bad. Oh. 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 I am getting too fucking old for this. Where did that fucking shaft go? What did I do with it? Well, I'll just show you on the new one. No! Getting off the floor is hard when you're out of shape, a truck driver. You don't exercise. Hell, you don't do a damn thing. Anyway, when you put your... Whoop. There you go. So there's a drive shaft. You got the CV, U-joint. Even if you have your transmission and transfer case in neutral, it won't spin because of the front wheels. What you need to do when you're doing all of this crap, save yourself a lot of headache. Drop the cross member. There's a video on YouTube from somebody on doing that to do the four-wheel drive shift motor. But anyway, drop the cross member. Actually, been a long day. You want to get it up on the stands and ramps, whatever. If you have all four stands, probably going to be better. However, stands are probably going to be in your way for crawling under. Ramps on the front, get the tallest ones you can find. And this is for the all-wheel drive, because apparently the four-wheel drive, you just unbolt. This has a flange on it, circular. You just unbolt it and out it comes. So this is all-wheel drive specific. So ramps in the front so that the stands aren't in the way of you working. Whatever side you're working from, I would say the driver's side. The drive shaft goes up the driver's side. Go over to the passenger side and either have a high lift jack or find you... This is going to be like an MRE. For anybody that is in the military, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Find a rock or something. That's what it says, or something, to prop the things up with for the non-military people. I wasn't in. I just like eating them every now and then. Get the vegetarian. Anyway, jack it up. You're going to need an extra lift. Well, extra lift. Get a wheel up off of the thing. Why? So that the differential can turn and you can get your bolts out on the front thing, the front U-joint. Get your bolts out. I think it's a... inch and a quarter, but I think inch and a quarter was just big, just like a little bit too big, but I got it off anyway, mainly because I was lazy, didn't want to get under the thing. It's not 27. I don't know if I have a 28. I've got a 20. I guess I have a 28, or it's a 26. I think it's a 26. Anyway, I didn't want to go buy a socket, so I used, inch and a quarter. It's between inch and a quarter and inch and an eighth, so, anyway, had to go buy cheap wrenches to get a 15/16 because I didn't have one. Real quick tool review. This actually ain't a bad set because it goes from quarter to inch and an eighth. Like, my Craftsman and gear wrench stuff doesn't even go that high. I mean, that was $25. Whatever. So I'm going to get a tire up so you can spin the front differential to get all 4 bolts out. Impact wobble or wobble sockets would be helpful on that. And then once you get that flange off, it's a cakewalk. And then apparently you're going to need some kind of band clamp, crimpy cripper thing. I've not ever used one of these before, so that's going to be fun. Borrowed it off of a buddy. So let me make sure I've went over everything here. Okay, so first off, on the old shaft, you're going to have to remove the band. This band doesn't actually go there. This band goes here. So you're going to have to remove that. This rubber is going to be super glued to the steel. Undo the 4 bolts. Have a tire up in the air so that you can spin the shaft with the transfer case. See my how to put a transfer case into neutral because I missed important steps. Let's see. Transfer case in neutral. Blah blah blah. Turn the thing. Wobble. Those are 15. Those are 13 or 15 millimeter on the front of the drive shaft. 15 inch and 1/8. Yeah, that should be everything that you guys need. Listen, I've been literally out here. First off, I've been out here since like 10 o'clock this morning. And Indiana is 17 at time of filming. Well, it was this morning. It's 30 something now. Didn't have propane for the heat. So then I was out here until like 3 or 4. Until I couldn't take it anymore. Went to Harbor Freight, got the wrenches, filled up my propane tank, came back out here, had epiphanies, got that pulled out. So now I get to put the new one in, which honestly shouldn't be that hard. I don't know what I did with that fucking shaft. Did I leave it under the car? I left it under the car. I also have an Aspen. It's a 08. Yeah, it's a 08 Chrysler Aspen. It's the exact same fucking car. I mean, literally, all-wheel drive, 244D, 5.7 Hemi. I mean, I've got 17s. She's got 18s. Whatever. It's the same fucking car. Probably, honestly, I'm wanting to probably rebuild that drive shaft with a new CV. The one that was in this. Probably rebuild it with a new CV and a new U-joint. Have it ready to go. Front drive shaft that I bought was $147. Bought it on Amazon. Don't start with Amazon. This is from A Premium. I've bought a lot of A Premium stuff. They actually have pretty good stuff. This is for the Acura. I have an Acura. That's for the Acura. But yeah, because I think AutoZone was $300-$400. O'Reilly was cheaper. Also, there's only 2 transfer case options for these things. You either have all-wheel drive 4-lock, which is a 1-speed transfer case, which I think is a 144. Or you have the 2-speed transfer case, which is a 244, which is all-wheel drive 4-lock and 4-low. Although, I don't know if this thing like starts in third because 4-low doesn't seem very fucking low compared to like my Ram, but that's just me. My Ram's a 01. I think that's it. I think anybody now should have a understanding of either, yes, I'm doing this myself because I have the shit, or fuck that. I'm paying somebody else to do it because I don't have the shit, or I don't want to do it, because this is like, I've done CV axles, I've done ball joints, I've done all kinds of shit, except for internal engine, internal transmission, and front and rear gear sets. I would not fucking do this again if I had the money. That's the problem. If I had the money, because I got the tools and I got a brain and I can figure shit out. Didn't have the money. So from here, you're on your own. And y'all have a good day.